The advancement of women over the past decades in Nevada has been huge. So back when I started looking at the lives of women in their nascent political activism in the 1960s and the 70s, most were, and again, by and large, these are white middle-class women. So this is typical of the template that you see in suffrage, in the women's movement nationwide. For liberal feminists, they have the advantage of being from the middle class. Many are educated. So you have a couple pretty weighty perks already in your corner before you're starting to get involved in politics. And again, there's other women's groups who didn't have that advantage. Ruby Duncan, Operation Life, really forming some type of organization to uplift the poor with the help of such people as Maya Miller and other middle-class women who formed the board, who Renee Diamond, also involved in the Women's Democratic Party here, was on the board of Operation Life, became friends with Ruby Duncan, because her husband was an executive in the gaming industry, she had inroads to politicians that Ruby Duncan and other poor women, many welfare recipients, did not have. Renee knew that she could have an audience in front of politicians who would not make the time of day for someone like Ruby Duncan. So she used herself as the intermediary to bring Ruby before the politicians, that type of work. So definitely women working together in different ways, each bringing their own strengths given their different backgrounds. For example, Maya Miller, Jean Ford, very different personalities, but because they had the power of persuasion, they could talk friends who were absolutely apolitical. I mentioned Naomi Melizer. She was apolitical, the wife of a Republican businessman. Her life revolved around taking care of her 3 sons, maintaining the proper home, supporting her husband. That was it. She did volunteer work. She volunteered for Easter Seals and did various things like that to fill up her week. But she was absolutely apolitical until her neighbor Jean Ford pulled her into the League of Women Voters. So persuasion.